How I became addicted to self-improving and learning how to program myself to do the things that I hate to do, but like I love it. And I know it's a big problem that people who want to improve themselves, they hate to do what they need to do. And everyone's been there. At one point in my life, I was a little kid and my dad was like forcing me to do push-ups and to do physical fitness, but I didn't like it. I disdained it. I didn't want to do push-ups. I didn't want to do pull-ups. I didn't want to do anything with physical fitness. It wasn't until I was ready. It's very rare from a little kid at a younger age, you just want to hit the gym and you're just like, yeah, I like the gym. Or out of nowhere, you want to start to read books. Because at that time, I was playing video games all day and I didn't like reading books. Or out of nowhere, you want to learn how to meditate and control your mind. Like at that time when you're a kid or you're growing older, it's not until you want to do these things that you will actually take the action, right? This is how I became addicted to self-improving in my life, with the gym, with meditation, with reading, with finding a purpose and doing what I love to do for a living. This is how I did it. Before I start this video, I really want you to understand all of these things that I'm mentioning right now, I didn't like to do. I didn't want to hit the gym and do physical fitness. I couldn't stand it. It wasn't until I wanted to do it. That's something I really need you to understand. The first tip that I got for you guys is indulge in what you love to do. You have to learn what you want to do and what you want to win in. And once you identify what you want to do, whether it's gain weight, whether it's to cut weight, whether it's to be in fantastic shape, whatever it is, or whatever you're going in, you have to indulge into this. I want you to understand that. In my own personal journey, it wasn't until I got the interest to do it by other people. This is how we are all programmed as humans. You got to take inspiration from someone or from some certain thing or something in your life you have to take inspiration from, or even catching inspiration from online fitness influencers. That is what they're there for, is to influence you and to inspire you to hit the gym. And once I became connected with that and wanted to become way stronger, get bigger biceps or get into more shape, it's like you catch the spark of motivation, but you have to start off slow. It wasn't the first day that I caught inspiration from an online influencer and wanted to get bigger that I went and did like 1,000 push-ups that same day. Like, no, it just doesn't work that way. So you have to build up to this stuff. You understand? From the people that you see online, when you see these big body influencers who are humongous, you're comparing yourself straight off the bat of someone who is 10 times bigger than you and been training 10 times longer than you. And you have to understand that you have to build this up slowly but surely. Starting to hit the gym and doing these small little actions, no matter what it is the first step. You have to get the inspiration and motivation from other people because it's like a fire that's in you. But once you indulge it and you actually go take the action, the fire starts to build up and build up and build up. And you start to see the benefits from what you do. So when I first started to hit the gym, I was doing only push-ups and pull-ups and body weight movements and calisthenics because I remember, and I can literally tell you the exact influencer, shout out to him, it was Austin Dunham. If you guys know him from back in the day, he used to do strictly calisthenic pull-ups and push-up movements, and I loved that, and I found it so interesting and cool that he could like literally do whatever he wants with his body. And I caught the fire, I caught the inspiration, and I went and started to do a little bit more push-ups and pull-ups. And I started from 1 day to 2 days to 3 days out of a week. And then 3 days out of the week being like 4 or 5, 6 days out of the week. You see what I'm saying? It grows slowly but surely. Another thing that I caught inspiration to is just by doing it every single day, just a little bit. And at this time when I'm first starting off, I remember seeing a video that was like 100 push-ups a day. I remember this thoroughly. It's by Think Media, I believe, or Buzz Media or something like that. It was a challenge that was 100 push-ups a day. And I seen that challenge and I was like, yo, I want to go do that. So when I was a little kid, I went and started to do that. And I did it every single day. Even the days I was sore and I didn't do 100 push-ups, I did 50 push-ups, and that still mattered because I showed up no matter what anyone says. It's the action that you have, and it's by programming yourself. You have to understand, once you do something for a good amount of times, you start to get programmed to that thing. Like, it's like you can't live without it in a way. It's like once you indulge into drugs, you become a crackhead, right? Crackheads can't live without drugs. You know what I'm saying? For me, perfect example as well. This is from the good and the bad side of Patrick. I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to smoke weed every single day. And I'm talking about damn near every single minute of the day it felt like I was high. I'm telling you this right now. When I woke up, wake and bake. Before going to work, smoke. After work, smoke. If my coworkers had weed at my job and we went on a 15-minute break, smoke. Before the gym, smoke. After the gym, smoke. With the homie, smoke. And before I went to sleep, you best believe I was smoking. So I became one with weed. It's like once you start to really indulge into this stuff, you become one with it. You aren't yourself at that point anymore. You are weed. You're itching. You're like, yo, bro, I need to smoke. I need to smoke. I need to smoke. And that's the same way I became addicted to hitting the gym and reading books and meditating is that I cannot live without it, because I say that as well, using my words to my advantage. I cannot live without the gym. I incorporate that and instill that in my mind that I will be doing this forever, and it's just a journey that I will never stop quitting. You indulge into the gym, you become a gym rat. You indulge into drugs, you become a drug addict. It's like you are the gym, you are one with the drug. So that's how it is. But also indulging, once you first get that spark and motivation, you go and do the actions, but then you're doing research upon it. This is where I've realized in my own journey in becoming addicted to the gym and getting stronger and addicted to self-improvement, it wasn't until I acquired much more knowledge on that subject that I began to love it. I remember me being in my bulking phase about, like, let's say a year ago. That was like the most craziest I was into the gym. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm really crazy onto my YouTube account and what I'm doing. So I love to make videos. I'm plotting, I'm editing videos. All day, my life goes towards YouTube and the gym as well, but more so to YouTube. But back then, when I wasn't doing YouTube as much, bro, the gym is like the number one thing for me. Like, I'm telling you this right now, I became so addicted to it, and I still am in a way, because I will never skip the gym when I have days that I set to hitting the gym. You're seeing other influencers in the mirror just like going crazy, posing and doing all of these poses and shit. It's like you get this spark and it keeps growing. It just keeps being inflamed. You become way more motivated, and you have goals in the gym now. You want to go from 10 pull-ups to 15 pull-ups to 20 pull-ups, and then from there you want to do weighted pull-ups. You want to do weighted pull-ups with, like, you know what I'm saying, like 245s on you or 345s on you. Those becomes your goals that you're now trying to move in line with, that you're chasing your goals. And in the gym, that's a perfect aspect to become addicted to it. So for me and my goals in the gym, I could tell you right now, I want to hit a 3-plate dip. Right now, I'm at like two plates for like 5 or 6 reps that I hit most. But that's one of my goals, is to hit 3-plate dips for 5 reps. Like, that is a beautiful goal for me. So I'm continuously having something to show up there. I've realized a lot of people fall off on their self-improvement journey is because they think the stuff stops. It's like, no, you want to become greater and greater and greater. So you have to keep setting more goals. You know what I'm saying? If I were to just show up to the gym and dilly-dally all day, it would just be boring to me. I would feel like how everyone else feels. But if I had the goal to lose 100 pounds and I'm 300 pounds, I have a fire and desire to that. When I'm 300 pounds, I cannot stop until I see 200 pounds. And it's a slow process. You see what I'm saying? It's going to keep going. But within that process, you become addicted to it. You cannot stop doing this shit. You wake up in the morning and you're checking your weight. You are programming yourself to this stuff, but also getting the inspiration to grow more. That when I'm seeing these influencers that they're squatting like 4 plates, 5 plates, I'm like, yo, I want to do that too. So you keep growing, and your goals go higher, depending your goals. Everyone is different, but within the gym stuff, I became so addicted to it for years on end. I've been hitting the gym, let's say 5 years straight, like 3, 4, 5, 6 days out of the week, and I've never stopped. And anyone that knows me in real life, and I take pride into this, I can't even lie. Anyone that knows me in real life, they know I hit the gym. They know, they call my phone, hey Patrick, where you at? I'm in the gym, bro. Or I'm editing videos, or I'm in the gym. You see what I'm saying? And this is what I love to do, and I became addicted to it. This is where I've seen on this self-improvement type of journey too as well that I see on YouTube. They're like, self-improvement videos are bad, or stop consuming self-improvement videos. And I'm like, bro, I wouldn't be here if I didn't watch self-improvement videos, if I didn't get the inspiration, because you're just not going to jump into something and instantly love it. You got to go through the process of loving it. How are you going to love to do something if you did it once? You know what I'm saying? You just can't do that. You're going to fall in love with a lot of things, but it's through the progressive overload of you doing that thing. It's like you're progressive overloading on the days that you hit the gym. You do that for 5 years straight, you're just going to be programmed to go do that. This is where I found out that they say it's bad to consume these videos. If you're watching my videos, all you're going to do is get sparks and inspiration. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'm just going to tell you what I do within my life and self-improvement and like information and knowledge that I find out, and I'm going to give it to you to keep growing. That's all it is. So the more that you watch this, the more that you grow. The more that you smoke weed, the more that you will want weed. You see what I'm saying? The more that you hit the gym, the more you want to go hit the gym. It's more simple like that. It's just going in, day out without giving up. And I'm just like, how are you going to tell people to stop watching self-improvement videos when, like, I've realized this is all I did, but I took the action. I could understand when they're like, yo, don't watch self-improvement and you're not taking the actions. But no, if you're watching this, you become one with it. You become one with the content or whatever it is, or the person that you want to become one with. Like for me, I become one with like the millionaires. So I've been reading a lot of books about finances and monies and just like advice from millionaires that are to the level that I want to be. And I become one with them. I do what they do. They say, wake up 5, 6 a.m. I'm like, okay, I got you. They say, do this. I'm like, okay, I got you. Read books. Okay, I got you. You see what I'm saying? It's all about growing, but becoming one with that person and kind of just copying what they do in your own aspect, and you win because you're doing what a successful person would do. If you wanted to lose, go to the crackhead and tell him, yo, what's the best life advice that you got for me that you did in your life, and do everything that he did. Like literally, like you want to lose, go lose with him. If you want to win, look up to the higher people and do what they do. It's simple. Study the greats to become great, or study the greats to become greater, because that's my goal. You see what I'm saying? But that's where I'm like, a lot of people don't understand. Consuming the content sparks more motivation into people. And when I was like the highest, like the most addicted to the gym at that point, like a year ago, when I was peak bulk, I'm heavy as fuck, but I'm pushing so much weight and shit. I'm just watching all of these people bulking up during midwinter. I'm watching like the Trend Twins. I'm watching Alex Eubank. I'm watching all of my favorite fitness influencers getting inspiration and seeing them put up weight. I'm like, yo, I gotta go put up weight immediately. Like I'm eating my pre-workout meal, and the next thing I want to do is just be at the gym pushing weight because they're inspiring me to hit the gym. And it's as simple as that. I think people get it confused because people don't take action. Over time, if you watch a certain amount of those videos or amount of like the things that you want to do, you will go do it. No matter what, like even if you don't feel like doing it, eventually over time, you're hearing this knowledge of like how to become a millionaire. You're going to do what they do to become successful eventually. If you watch 500 videos on millionaire advice, you're going to follow their advice. It's just that simple. So indulge all you can into these videos, or you know what I'm saying, get the inspiration and keep the fire going, because over time, once you keep doing this, then this will lead me into my next point, that your body does it regardless. There is no motivation. When I don't feel motivated, my body just subconsciously moves because it does it so much. You are now programmed. This human vessel is now programmed to do the hard things that it needs to do because you did it anyways. I'm over here editing this video, but I forgot something so crucial in this video. You become programmed by doing something for a good amount of times and you don't realize it. One of the ways I want to explain you being programmed, you don't even understand, you might not even think of it, right? So the first thing in the morning, what do? You wake up and you go brush your teeth. You don't even think about brushing your teeth, but you just go put the toothpaste on the toothbrush and get to working because you are programmed to brush your teeth. It's not even up for debate for you to brush your teeth. Like, imagine you not brushing your teeth. They're like, yo, what the fuck? You dirty as hell. You see what I'm saying? You are programmed to brush your teeth. The same way you're programmed to brush your teeth, you will be programmed to hit the gym. I'm dead ass serious. That's how I made this correlation. I'm like, yes, this is how you program this human vessel. So keep watching. You've been hitting the gym for years on end, and then let's say like you take a week off for 2 weeks, you're just like, wait, hold on, what the fuck am I doing? Like you snap back into reality of like, yo, I gotta go back to the gym. What the fuck am I doing? And I've realized a lot of people quit physical fitness or the gym is because one, they lose goals within that field, but also they haven't done it long enough to become basically programmed. I believe honestly it will take you like 6 months straight of like, let's say you hit the gym 5-6 days out of the week, that you actually have so much more goals, and especially when you have an emotional connection to that thing. Say for example, you don't even have goals, but you have so much more knowledge. Like even right now, if I wanted to quit the gym, I would put in my mind like, yo, I just need to be healthier. So I should at least go for runs or go do some cardio or some bodybuilding type movements just to keep my muscle in shape and to stay strong so that when I get older, my longevity is longer. It's because you indulge yourself with all of this information that you know about this shit. You know about the good benefits. You know about all of it. So you wouldn't stop because you know what you're supposed to do. You become so addicted to it, your body moves by itself. Right? For example, today's a rest day, and I know when it's my rest days because they're literally programmed that I will train 3 days on, take 2 days off, and then another 3 days on. So eventually your body will start to move by itself. It knows the time, especially when you're doing it at an exact time. Like for example, say you work a 9-to-5 job. Let's say you go to the gym right after work for, let's say, 6 months straight. Your body is programmed to hit the gym at that time regardless. Like you're going to have thoughts of like, yo bro, I need to go hit the gym, I need to go do this, or someone's calling you to go do something else. You're like, nah bro, I gotta go hit the gym real quick, and then after that we can go do something, right? That's how you become so addicted to self-improvement, or you know what I'm saying, the gym or self-improvement in general, that you start to fall in love with the gym. You fall in love with what you love to do. You know what I'm saying? Even with like things of me just getting the knowledge from millionaires of what to do, they all said read books. So that's what I do. I fall in line with what they're doing. Actually, they say go take a walk so that you can literally like wake up and then get to work. And I'm like, perfect, makes sense. I do this every day now and I go to work. Also, another thing millionaires say is go meditate, because your mind is just boggled with so much work that you want to relax and just like take a minute to regather yourself and then go hit the gym. Or after the gym, honestly, for me, after the gym, I go and meditate. It's just to calm your mind day in and day out, to focus, and then you go do something else. And it's like you become so addicted to these things that I like, without those self-improvement videos, I wouldn't be here. Like literally, without those self-improvement videos of me indulging and watching those, I wouldn't even have this channel. You see what I'm saying? It makes zero sense. So eventually your body's going to do this regardless. Like, I meditate every day for 10 minutes a day. I don't even remember the last time that I didn't even think about YouTube, or like, you know what I'm saying, had somewhat work to it. Like, it's been at least 3-4 months since I've done that. And it's like every day, if you look even on my channels for years, I just been consistent with it regardless. Like, it's very rare that I'll have 2 weeks, 3 weeks off of the, like, you know, my YouTube videos or something. It's very rare. So I've just been programmed to do these things. Like, even when I first wake up, I write down my goals. Like, it's not until you gain more knowledge and wisdom on what you do that you really start to love what you do. It's like telling a basketball player not to study basketball. It makes zero sense. If the basketball player wants to get better at basketball, he has to watch and study the game. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to get better and hit the gym, keep watching videos like that, or keep indulging into stuff like that, so that you can grow. You know more than what a lot of other people know, and this is why they quit, because they don't know as much, or they don't have any goals, or they don't care for it. But since you're watching it and your attention's there, you're going to want to go do that action. Like, when I see people on like YouTube just play pickup basketball and it gets intense, I'm like, yo, I want to go ball. Like, yo, let me go hoop right now. And that's one of my hobbies. So then today on my rest day, I'm about to go hoop. I remember when I used to work at my old job at Lowe's, and I used to wake up at like 3:45 in the morning to go to work at 5. And I would be tired as hell, because I remember editing videos or making videos or video ideas the night before. So I would probably get like, sometimes, you know, best days, I would get like 6 hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I was moving like a zombie for a good while. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I remember I got out of work on a Friday, and they let us off early at like 12. So I worked from 5 to 12. I was just so happy. I was like, yo, the moment I get into this car, I'm going home and I'm going to sleep. What really happened was, by the time I got home, I laid, like, I'm just chilling in my car right here. I had a little bit of weed that my friend had gave me, right? You know, every now and then I'll smoke a blunt or something. At this time, I smoked this blunt, and I'm like, yo, I'm going to go right to sleep. I'm going upstairs and I'm going to sleep. But what really happened was, after work, I am programmed to hit the gym regardless. Like, I don't care what it is. This body is programmed to hit the gym because what I tell it, and I just go do it. You see what I'm saying? So I just started listening to music, and I start getting energy, and I start like turning up in a way. I'm like, yo, like, I'm turned. Like, so after me turning up for like, let's say 2 minutes, I'm like, all right, we're going to the gym instantly. Like, my body was programmed, but it felt like I was sleeping. I felt like I was unconscious because I was so tired. And I don't know, I just started driving, and I got to the gym. I'm in the parking lot. I'm like, yo, how the fuck did I just get here? Like, what? And I'm like, yo, since I'm here now, I really just got to go hit the gym regardless. So I go into the gym, and I walk into the locker room, and my homie's there, and he's like, damn, bro, you look tired as fuck. And I'm telling you, like, I was tired as shit. I always keep it moving. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it pushing regardless. But bro was like, yo, you look tired as fuck, bro. Like, what's good with you? And I was like, well, I just smoked the blunt too. So he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I see it, like, in your face. But I was like generally tired. And it was like an active rest day where I wasn't even supposed to hit the gym, but I just went anyways. And I just did, you know what I'm saying? I remember just doing a boxing workout, and it was like one of the best boxing workouts that I had. And my body was just programmed to go do it right after the gym. Like, you just become programmed to do what you need to do once you do it for such a long time. So over time, you actually start to love what you do, especially with the gym, and you're seeing your body bulk up, and then it cuts weight, and you look amazing, and you're shredded. It's like you see all of your gains, and you're like, yo, I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love this shit. And by you embracing it and having that emotional connection, a lot of people don't know this, and a lot of people overlook this. But by embracing it and showing love to yourself, like, yo, I'm really looking shredded. I'm getting stronger. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something good for myself, my health, everything. I'm way stronger. I look better. You embrace it and you have that emotional connection to it. You love it. Think about two humans, for example. It's not until I start to connect with that person and I like her personality, I like who she is, that you have an emotional connection with that person, that when you identify with Sarah, you're like, yeah, I like Sarah. She's a cool person. You like what she does. Like, maybe she likes anime like you do, or maybe she likes hitting the gym like you do, or maybe she likes video games or whatever. Whatever you like about that person, you're like, yeah, I like that person. And you start to build a bond and build connection with that person. And it's not until you have that emotional connection that you really love that person. You see what I'm saying? Like, when I talk to my homies, I generally have love for them. I'll be like, yo, I love you, bro. Like, no funny shit, stay safe. Because I don't really get to talk to them a lot. It's not until I have that emotional connection of like, not no gay shit, but it's like, yo, bro, I got genuine love for him. Like, I love this person. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to let anybody talk to him in a certain way. I'm not going to let people disrespect them, or, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa. And they got my back. And that's your homeboy that you go hoop with, or you go to the gym with, and you build a connection with that person because who they are, their personality, and your interests. So when you're interested in the gym and you have an emotional connection to the gym, you start to love the gym. So you do what you love and you go and hit the gym regardless. This is how you become addicted, because you start to see you achieve your goals and everything. It boosts your dopamine receptors, and you just keep liking it. And eventually, once that motivation goes down or something like that, because a lot of people talk about motivation, it doesn't matter at that point because you're addicted to it. It's already, you're done. You do this regardless. Like, even when you don't feel like hitting the gym or doing leg days, like, for example, I remember at a point in my life, like, I actually loved hitting legs a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, it was just weird. And my journey now, like, I don't like hitting legs as much. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the work still has to get done because it's just what I do. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't wake up as happy on a chest day than I do as a leg day. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But the work still gotta get done. I still gotta go hit the gym and hit some legs. So I'm gonna go hit some motherfucking legs. You dig what the fuck I'm saying? So you have to have a connection with it. You gotta love what you're doing or what your interests. You study the greats, you become great. You indulge into drugs, you become a crackhead. You indulge into poverty, become poor. You indulge into being rich and do what they do, you become rich. Like, it's simple like that. Another thing I could say too for meditating was I would meditate like 3-4 minutes a day, maxed out. Like, my attention span couldn't do it. I'll just be like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, just breathing deeply with the shit. But eventually, like, you become programmed to do it of like, okay, I do this every day, and you grow progressively if you wanted to. I like to meditate 10 minutes a day, nothing more, nothing less. And in the future, I know it's going to grow up to be like maybe 20-30 minutes a day. But I like to meditate for 10 minutes a day, and that works for me, so I do it every day. But it's the fact that I do it every day. You're programming yourself that at a certain time, 5 p.m. or 3 p.m. or 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. I remember hitting the gym 5 a.m. before I had work in school. I remember this. I would go hit the gym, and you just do it. And eventually, the times don't matter. The gym is the priority. It doesn't matter what time it is. If I didn't work out, bitch, I gotta go work out. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you become addicted to what you love to do. There's a big ass bee. Ayo. Hey yo, so I love y'all, bro. That's how I became addicted to self-improvement on my journey. That's everything I did. I indulged into it, got the knowledge, started to go slowly but surely, and became addicted because over time you build a connection to it and you do it day in and day out. You can't live without it in a way. You know what I'm saying? And saying I can't live without the gym is kind of like a good thing, but at the same time, I don't like to put my emotions into things that I cannot live without. But that's just me on my nerdy side. So I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you like videos like this, I'm going to leave my last video right here for you guys so that you can learn and grow more on your self-improvement journey. So stay yourself, stay 300, whatever you do in life. Trust me, I believe you, bro.